Whoa.
I knew it. I knew I missed something. I was wondering to myself, what was I missing? And I checked. It's the membership. It's the YouTube membership. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, I have everything ready. I got the game. I downloaded it. I set up all my scenes. I was really productive. Getting all my stuff done today. There was something I was missing. It was adding emotes. Ah, really? Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you joining the membership. I will get it set up. Literally, okay. I'll do it after stream tonight. I promise I will upload them after stream tonight. Today I will do it. Ah, man, skill issue, poor step chat. Hey, I'm doing my best, okay? I'm trying. Also, Luna, thank you for the 8 months. What? And I see a few new chatters. I see a few new people in the space station. Hello. Who bets he'll actually add them? What do you mean bet? What do you mean bet? Huh? I will. Boop. Hi. Hello, how are you?
Hey Carbon, you may have fallen in love with a certain tiger fast food mascot on my island, lol.
Oh, really? I mean, I wouldn't be the first one. Apparently someone's already shipped me with Tay, so. Hello, hi. You say and then you'll forget. No. I already wrote it down. Okay? So forget? Impossible to forget. Impossible. Okay.
Ground control to Major Carbon. I bring good news to you and the Carbonauts. I recently passed all of my required university classes for earning my bachelor's degree. I freaking made it.
Oh, you freaking made it? Congrats. I'm super proud of you. Good job. Oh, okay. I think this has both YouTube chat and Twitch. It does. It does have everyone's chat. Oh, I did it! Finally! I made it green for Glorp color. I think we'll try a different chat style later on, but in the meantime, this does work because like I really like having a multi-chat setup. Oh, yeah, there was a little bit of lag. Hello, Glorp. Hello. Yeah, how are you guys? Yeah, I can see you all. Nice. Oh, wait, is Headpat not working? Hello? Wait, hold on. Let me fix. Little space station technical difficulties. But it's nice to see you all. How are you all doing? Today? Are you having a good evening? We're together now. Yes. I do like that. And then once YouTube Step Chat is gonna be able to add emotes, it's gonna be so nice. Okay, yes, there we go. I think this should work now. I think Headpat should work. Let me double check. Let me try it. Does it not work?
Carbon's bar is still auto-filled.
It doesn't work! Oh my god, I can't get Headpats. What is this? What? Oh my. I'm trying again? This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable behavior. Holy. Oh my goodness. I'll have to fix that pronto.
Have you tried washing the hair? Maybe then it will headpat you.
You know, washing my hair, that would involve me having to go shower. Huh? And you know we got to conserve water on the space station, okay? It is of dire need, you know. We can't use water willy-nilly. You already know that we recycle our sweat and pee. Come on. Hi everyone, I'm new. No offense, but are you a femboy? Okay. I personally do not self-identify as a femboy, but I will say every single time
Carbon are trying to clear out another cinema with boy smell again. And BTW, yes, he is a femboy.
Every single time I go into a new group chat or something and I say something, I'm like, hey guys, how are you guys doing? Like, what, nice to meet you, I'm Carbon. They're always like, are you a femboy? And I'm like, no, do I sound like one? Do I give up the vibe? I don't know. I'm pretty mask, you know? I would like to think anyway. Literally, this morning as I was getting ready for my little day.
Cat boy vibes, NGL.
Thank you. See?
He radiates bottom energy.
I've also heard from some people that I can be very golden retriever-y. I'd say in terms of style, I can be very, what is it called? Cat-like, where sometimes I dress in all black, sometimes I like to be a little edgy, but I just am really passionate about things, and I have a lot of whimsy, so
real quick.
Check the stream
tags. Your stream
tags.
uses the femboy tag. No wonder everyone questions it.
You know, mods, I think we should start banning people. I think we should start. Where's the? I'm kidding. Nor. Oh, thank you for the stream streaks. Welcome in. Ban for using logic. That's crazy. You know, just like the scientists of old, you too will be persecuted for using logic, okay? Just like Galileo, some of you must die. I'm kidding, okay. I'm gonna add it to the banned word list at this rate. It's fine. Actually, it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, some people actually care a lot about that sort of stuff, but I think it's fine. No. I'm kidding. It's okay. I'm just teasing you guys. people coming in being like, "Are you a femboy?" That actually genuinely doesn't bother me. There are other things that upset me, but that's definitely not it. Like I'm very comfortable in my masculinity. Like heck, I remember if you look at the Discord server, there's literally a picture of me in a freaking maid dress. So like it and that doesn't really make me feel any less cool, you know. It's just, how do I describe it? Sometimes you really enjoy things and like you are having a lot of fun with friends, and you shouldn't let societal norms hold you back from enjoying them.
I still massively appreciate that you added that tag because I asked. You are the best spaceman, you woo. Love you.
Did Jonat ask for it? All right, we're removing it now. All right, we're removing it now. Okay. You know what? Yeah, time to remove it. Yeah, I think I'm taking it down. Carbon, I have a question. Axolotl or turtles? Gosh dang, that's a hard question. I love axolotls, but I also love turtles.
Friday as a holiday, and I draw a femboy every Friday. Should you be my next victim?
You know, we haven't done art review in a while, and there's been some new art pieces. I should do, you know, next Monday we'll do
You should
art
keep
review.
IT for the engagement bait. No ulterior motives. Trust.
No ulterior motives, huh? I see. Okay. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching. Neither go for frogs. Okay, frogs are definitely out of axolotl or turtles. Frogs are the third option. Frogs are D tier compared to axolotls and turtles. Okay, turtles are cool, awesome, cute pets that are a little bit stinky, but they're really cool and cute. I love them. And I like watching them when they're crawling out of their little shells, especially at the beach. And axolotls are like a weird mutant lizard creature. Stop! My hair! Stop! This is worse! I hate this bald. I hate this bald so much. I need to get my artist to fix this. I need to, okay, never mind. Okay, you guys, okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I love frogs. I'm sorry. Did I say frogs are D tier? Please don't hurt me again. Please. Oh, Resta, hello. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. Anyway, if you are coming in today and if you're new here, hello, hi, I'm Carvin, I'm Astronaut VTuber, and today we're gonna be playing Trees Hate Me. It's a new game. It's a new game that I have not tried before, but it's been going pretty viral.
Amaze.
Oh, you like the new hair?
I need to know which one to give you as a pet.
As a pet. Probably turtles. I'm sorry. Axolotls are cute and I love them very much, but they're very hard to care for compared to turtles. Turtles are freaking tanks. They can handle a lot. And let me tell you, sometimes I'm not the best pet owner, okay? Life is hard, especially in the space station. I don't know if I can spare all that extra water. Okay, let me show you. Boom! Trees Hate You. It's a demo, and we're gonna be playing it today. Apparently it's a very rage baity game, but I think that'll be fine. Do you guys think I get rage baited easily? I have, some people tell me that I'm like very easily rage baited, but I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Is Evie okay? Did you feed her today?
Yes, I did feed my cat today. All right. I am not a neglectful parent, even though I may be occasionally a bad one. I live to make you curse at me. You know, Gezer. Does stream take after chat? I feel like I rage bait all my friends, and now all the Carbonauts just rage bait me. I feel like we just take turns rage baiting each other.
Hi, Carbon.
Hello! Hi! Hi, nice to see you. It's only fair. You know what? You're so right. So, yeah. We're going to be playing this game. I actually am going in pretty much blind. I've seen a few clips here and there, but it was enough to convince me to play it on stream. and then and I don't know how long the demo is, but we're gonna go play it. Actually, let me check. Let me Google it really quick so that we can have like a good idea of what we're getting into. You know, Trees Hate You demo length. Let's see. Only an hour. It's less than an hour. Oh boy. Okay. Then I can then we can okay. Wow, it's short. It is short. What if I take 2 hours?
Wait, what is this game even about?
I'm apparently it's like you're trying to escape. You're in a forest and you're trying to leave the forest. So we can go try it together. And then afterwards, I was gonna do a little brief stint.
Which means you can finish it in 4 hours if you lock in. I believe in you, you woo.
It's a joke because I take forever to finish my games. I literally double the length of everything. Even when I watch YouTube videos, I double the length. I just yap a lot, okay? I have a lot to say. For some, 2 to 6 hours. Please don't say 2 to 6 hours. Would not be surprised considering you mixed eggs for 2 hours. Oh my god, not the lore cut. Okay. Should we just get started then? It's easier than baking. I'll have you know, chat. I'm kind of getting into baking. I'm currently after this, I'm gonna go get some yeast and I'm gonna go make some bread. All on my own. Maybe I'll bring back a baking stream and I'll show you guys. Turns out baking is actually really fucking easy. All right. I'm a breadwinner. You're right. I'm a breadwinner. After baking that one cake, I got a lot of confidence now. Yeah, baking is fun. Okay, I'm gonna be fully honest. I do it not for the fun of it. I do it because I freaking love carbs. I really shouldn't be. I really should stop snacking. But like making pizza bread, and I can make it anytime at home, and then I just have like a bowl of dough in the fridge, and then I can bake it anytime, you know? Bread making stream. You know what I'll do? I think what I'll do is I'll prep some bread ahead of time, and then I can switch it out and then bake it. Because sometimes the bread has to proof for a while, and I don't want to make you guys wait for like the whole proofing time. So we could do it together on stream. It'd be fun. I'd be down. I'd be down to do a baking stream with you guys. Yeah. I fear as time goes on with streaming, the amount
you should make some glorp themed baking stuff.
Glorp themed? I don't know what would be glorp themed. I'll think about it. Fresh bread is nice. Yes, it is very nice. I love fresh bread. I love fresh bread a lot. Do a cooking and gaming stream. Game as it rests and cooks. I would do that if I only streamed on Twitch. There's actually a lot of YouTube VOD viewers, and YouTube really likes it when I do one thing. So I try to stick to one thing for a stream and then keep my streams pretty short. And I actually kind of like this new format. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm switching to a more short stream, and then they're like very focused for a little bit, and then from there I can stream a little bit more often as well. And you know, it actually gives me more time during the day, and it's easier to prep for. So I'm like, maybe this is my style of making stuff. I'm still learning, so yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll experiment. Okay. That's it. All right. Time to play. Okay. Glorp. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you away.
Hi, I'm new here.
Or should I keep Glorp around? Whoa, the new hair is nice. Nice? You like it? You like the new hair? I'm glad. And Mackenzie, hello, thank you. Welcome into the space station. Hi. Put us down. Okay. I won't put you down. Not yet anyway. Or will I? Just kidding. I'll put you maybe right here. And I can be right here. There we go.
Carbon, I want to warn you, God is a tree and even it hates in the game.
Okay, interesting. I'm a little worried about that, but I should be okay. All right. Boom. Okay, music's off. Okay, game audio is on. Is there a music track for this game? Let's see. Okay, there is. And I press start. Design a victim. Do we design a victim? Ooh. I can be green. Oh my, I'm so sold. I'm sold. We're going green. We're going green. I'm down. I'm so ready. Okay. This is going to be amazing. Okay, let's figure out our style. I'm gonna be, what if I'm a bald alien? I could just be a bald green alien. Make biblically accurate Carbon? There's no way. You're already raging me. You're already rage baiting me. I could have a comb over like this. This is biblically accurate Carbon. All right, sorry. Let me look at the mirror really quick. Hold on. Let me look at the mirror. Carbon in 2 days? Yes, exactly. Oh my, and I have a Chad chin. What? Yeah. I have a little nub for my chin. The ponytails can be an antenna. That's true, but I want to see what clothing options I have here. Oh, I'm in the way. Let me move out of the way for you. Let me move out of the way so you can see. This is me. This is me at the office. This is me at the office, guys. This is Carbon. IRL revealed. Holy shit! I can't believe you leaked my IRL image.
You got offended
Insane.
when people estimated you to be in your 30s, so you must be 40+ years, balding and sleep deprived. Oh whoa.
True. Oh my gosh, there's a lab coat. Oh, this is me in my lab coat. Hold on. Also, Cat Moore, hello, hi, welcome into the space station. I hope you have a good time here. We're playing the new Trees game. Oh my god, that's such a blinding red. Oh, it's gross. Pants, dark pants. What's this color? Oh, this is the secondary color. Okay, this is me. I'm green and I'm in a lab coat and I have glasses and I'm Shad. Well, let's check our nose. Can we change our nose? I like this one. Ears. Oh. I kind of like the original ears. My eyes can change. Wait. Let me see if I take out the glasses. Oh my. Okay, we're putting those glasses back on. We're putting those glasses back on. That was oh god. Do you want to see the eyes again? Are you ready? No. Those eyes need to go right back on. Let's just not look at it. Let's leave the eyes the way they are. All right. I see. Facial hair. Ooh, beard? Oh, mustache. A mustache? Kind of like the mustache. Yes mustache or no mustache? The eye bags are there forever. True and real. Thoughts on mustachio? No mustache. Some people like mustache, some people don't like mustache. What about a big mustache? I think we go no stash. I think no stash is nice. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm ready this is lore accurate Carbon. Looked in the mirror. It's like the Sword Art Online mirror thing where you like pull it out at the beginning of the anime, and then they force your IRL appearance. Actually, 40-year-old balding man. All right, all right. I'm ready.
Hi my goat, I love watching you and I learn a lot from you and I enjoy watching your streams.
Thank you. I enjoy having you here with me. Welcome. Okay. I will go ahead and move myself right here. Okay, I'm in the right corner. Great. Let me adjust the volume really quick of the game. It's a little loud for me. It's probably fine for you guys, but it's a little loud for me. Okay, there we go. And then okay, how's the audio? Audio good? Is the audio good? All right, yes. Okay, nice. Read. Oh my gosh, I'm illiterate in this game, unlike in real life. Wow, I love role-playing. Be sure to read every sign you see. You never know when one will say something useful. All right, okay. Ooh, is that a flag? Wait, can I go this way? Sneaky! There's a coin up here. I see. Oh! Okay, I see the point of this game. Wait, can I bait it? Oh! Its reaction speed is so fast! What the? What if I'm just at the tip? Ooh, I'm too fast. Oh, fuck! Okay. Let's not play around. Wait, can I? It's only, I see. I see this tree. Oh my! It has a Glock! Oh my! What in the? Oh my! We in the hood. Ow! Okay. It looks like its reload is pretty slow. Oh! I forgot. Okay. Oh, what? I understand the point of this game now. Okay. Do I have to wait? Where did that tree come from? Okay, I know how to do this. Check this out. Yeah, easy peasy. Okay. Easy dodge. We bait it. We move on. What does this tree do? Ooh. Okay, next. How does this tree work? Ah! Okay. Do I have to juke it? Do I have any other mechanics that I can do? Okay. All right. Skill issue. Watch this. Okay. Watch this. Skill issue my ass. I'm just better. Oh! Easy. This game's gonna. We're in it for a long ride, aren't we? Are you a gun? Oh! Yeah! Okay. You said an hour, right? You said this game is an hour? I don't know. Oh shit. Oh shit. I have to run past. Okay, the problem is there's a combination of trees that I have to dodge, like I have to slow down at, and trees I have to run away from. Which, ugh. Okay. So after I dodge the 2 gunshots, I just run. There we go. See, not too bad. See, who's giving these trees guns? Who's giving them guns? Into the hole. Oh, hey. Oh! What in the... You know, okay. What is this? If you get stuck, press tab and check for trees. Okay. Tab. And there's a tree? What am I doing to check for trees? Oh! The menu isn't safe? Did I just get reset? Oh, hell no! I see. I literally beat that entire section and now I have to repeat it. I'm never reading a book again. You know what? My bad for trusting signs. My bad for trusting a sign. Reading is overrated, guys. Okay. Okay. I go down and then I hide from these trees. And then... Oh! I hate my life.
Handwriting so bad they wanted revenge.
I'm just a little green guy in my lab coat. Why is life so hard? Okay, dodge these. Run down into the hole.
Carbon, I love you, but you losing your mind makes my day, you woo. Also, do not get distracted by this TTS.
I'm not gonna get distracted.
Remember to watch out for trees.
Easy, check that out. See? I watched out for trees. And I got the checkpoint. I got it. It's 2. What in the... Did you see that? Did you see that tree come flying at me?
Watch him get cooked.
Damn, let me beat up this tree. Know your place.
The Lorax is finally fighting back.
I'm beating the tree. I'm Stop. Oh, stop. Give me my hair back.
Yay, I gave the trees pistols, tanks,
Here.
RPGs and surface-to-air missiles too.
Wait, can I hide behind this tree? Oh! I can't. Look at this. Watch me take a step forward. I want you to see the absolute ridiculousness that these trees are doing. Did you see that? Insane, right? Absolute insanity. Okay. Can this tree protect me?
No hair, no trees.
Oh! Okay, I didn't know the tree can... I didn't know that tree over there could crouch
we were
peek.
reincarnated as trees.
Oh, really?
You should take the upper path by going down.
Okay. Okay, it just shoots through the tree. That's cool. Hitboxes don't work like that. Nice. Nice. Alright. Carbon edges trees for 7 hours. You're so right. Here, this is you, right? You said you guys, if you were trees. I'm beating this tree. I'm deforestationing right now. Ah, it missed. Imagine. Okay, easy dodge. Easy dodge. Okay. Okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust. What the fuck? There's a little patch right here. I didn't even see it. Oh no. Look at it. I can't believe it's right there. I see. Oh, I forgot. Okay, let's use our brain. Let's play you live here now? No. I'm gonna make it out, okay? I'm gonna make it back to civilization. Easy. Okay. And then what the heck? I fell down. Where's... Okay, there's no tree that falls down to get me. Okay. I was a little scared. Ooh. Ooh, I was a little nervous there. Dun, dun, dun. I'm so low cortisol. I have nothing to fear. Oh! Oh!
Looks I need to give the trees more weapons. More pistols, more tanks, more surface-to-air missiles. Heck, I will throw in anti-air defenses as well.
Okay, I think I have to go down, but I see these trees are gonna, like, fuck me up. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Okay. Oh! I see. I see. I just, easy dodge. Easy juke. Ugh.
24-hour stream.
We're not doing a 24. I have bad object permanence, okay? I just don't remember things, clearly. Carbon will have PTSD after this. I don't even know the plan originally when we streamed this was...
Have you tried using skill? Oh, whoa.
Yes, yes. Look at me hug this wall here. Wall hugging strat does not work. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. This will be fine. Easy. Easy. Easy dodge.
Nice
Easy
hugging
dodge.
the wall.
Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. And then I come up for a little bit and I dodge that tree. Easy. Oh! I'm so good! You can't hit me! Holy Matrix moment right there. Oh my gosh.
Spike fuels him.
Oh! No! No! I'm so close! I'm so Okay. Okay. Okay, there's a new tree. There's a new tree. What are you? Oh! I can't believe it. You know what? This is POV. You're a scientist trying to create the next cutting edge technology, but those pesky environmental regulations keep getting in the way. Why can't I just have some deep sea mining? Look at all that free gold and precious metals at the bottom of the ocean. Who needs biodiversity? We should just uproot everything. Those coral reefs, who needs them? Man, the Amazon, it's in the way of my lithium mine, you know? Oh, what? No way! That's foul. That is fucking foul. Oh my. That is insanely. This street got some. Yo. Okay, that's pretty funny. Ooh, 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 ooh. Are they working together now? I see. Ow.
Is this why you don't go outside, Carbon?
Yeah, because nature's fighting me. Okay. I see the strat. I hide behind the wall so it can't see me. And then it misses, and then the gun misses, and I can go here. Oh, it's like a weeping angel tree. Easy. Okay. Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, at least it doesn't kill me. Oh. What? I'm sorry. I forgot we weren't reading. My bad. I forgot we shouldn't read. I apologize. I saw a sign and I was like, maybe this sign will be helpful. Maybe if I read this sign, it'll give me a fun, nice tip and not just instantly kill me. Wanted, this loser. Is that my freaking face? Is that my ugly mug? Tay, if you haven't played this game yet, you should. It's quite good, actually. I would love to see you play it. Okay. Watch out. I'm watching out. Something's gonna happen. I'm scared to go for this flag. This tree's gonna fuck me up right at the last second. Let's go around. Oh my god. It was AoE. No way. No way. No way. What's over here? Wait, are these trees good? Oh my gosh, these trees don't fight me. Ow. But thankfully I got this. Ooh, I saw a treasure chest. Ooh, easy juke. Easy juke. I'm too good. Oh, those are balls! Oh my. Wow. Ow. Juked. Okay. Easy. We're out. We're better. This is a really suspicious arcade right here. But I have to. Insert coin? Sure. Yes. Oh! Pine spruce? Oh, fuck you! Oh, fuck! Wow, they literally just wanted to flex on me, saying that I suck at the game. I got 2 points, and they showed me the leaderboard of everyone maxed out, and they ganged up on me. Alright, okay. What the hell's that? Ow. Okay. Okay, we just run. Oh. Go! Okay. Let's do it again. Okay, we're running. The balls. Okay, we're gonna macro this. Trust. And then we dodge. And then we... Okay. Dodge the ball. Trip over the... Get up, sir! Get up! Please! Holy... Oh my god, it hates me. There's no... It's so aggro. Hey. Okay. Carbon versus nature wins. No. It is a scientist's job to make nature their bitch. I'm going. See? Easy. Oh my god, civilization.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm out. Really? I made it out? Wait, is that a tree? What in the...
Thanks midnight_BLOOMS for the tier 1000 sub.
Thank you for the sub. Is this biblically accurate? What?
I am so excited, it's almost 10Y birthday.
And I'm going to tree hell?
Good job on ascending to treehood.
I'm actually gonna go to tree hell. Wow. Damn. By completing the demo, you unlock challenge mode. Oh, hell yeah. Challenge mode? Also, yeah, thank you, Midnight Blooms. I really appreciate it. Okay. Wait. Maybe we're gonna change. We can have little antennas now.
The fact you didn't think Tree Angel was gonna knock you off is such a skill issue.
Tree Angel would never knock me off, okay? Surely Tree Angel would love and protect me. All right, I'm Farmer Glorp Miku. All right, I'm in challenge mode. Check this. How bad can challenge mode be? Can't be that bad, right? Oh my gosh, did it get harder? Did they add new stuff? Ooh. I've already forgotten. I've already beaten the game and I've already
Carbon, every Miku is canon.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. We're gaming. Oh, challenge mode is not that bad. Ooh, easy juke. I remember how to do this. We can speed run now. It's too easy. I don't think challenge mode added anything. Did they? Oh! They tripped me. Interesting. Are trees moving a little bit faster? I think they are. Bro, short-term memory reset. Stop. Don't say I have goldfish memory. I'll have you know. I'll have you know I am an educated. You know what? You know what? Beating the game once is good enough, right? Beating the game once is good enough. Early stage dementia. Oh my. Don't be a quitter. You want me to beat it twice? All right. That was my last death. I was just messing with you. Messing with you. All right, I'm going to call out every tree from now on until the end of the game. All right, okay. Okay, this tree's going to do the gunshot and easy. And then there's another gunshot tree that's going to come up after right here. And then there's a diagonal shot that I dodge. I go over here and I dodge that. And then I can go up. Oh, no, I can't go up because you see the little patch? That's where the trees are. Like, there's a little patch that will make the tree shoot out. And I know how to dodge that. So I can go over here. I can dodge this one. And I bait that tree to fall down. And then I dodge that. And there's another tree that's going to come out here. Right here. Easy. And we juke that. And we juke those. We're better. And then there's going to be a bunch of trees falling, and we're just... Sorry, I just wanted to show you what happens when you actually die, just because we never normally die. So let me show you how it works, okay? So you dodged the tree that I totally knew was going to happen.
You haven't collected the treasure chest and the coin yet. Do you really count that as beating the game? Oh well.
Oh, shit. There's a treasure... Okay, let's get one treasure chest. We'll get the treasure chest, sure. Hi Ray, how are you doing? We're just doing some tree gaming. All right, I'll get the coin. All right, I'll get the coin. Fuck!
R.I.P.
End me. Fucking end me. There, I got the coin. Are you happy? I got the coin. Oh.
At least your hair is fluffy.
Oh, I hope you like the new hair. I haven't tried this. Stop! My fluffy hair! Chad just complimented me on it. Don't take it away from me. Give it back to me. Okay. How am I supposed to... Okay. Okay.
BTW, I meant the other coin from the very beginning. Explore the path you are trying, RNO.
Oh. Is there... How do I... Wait. Ooh. 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 I'm on a secret path. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh hell no. Don't cuck me, tree. Ooh.
Ha.
And it triggers the flag, so I have to redo everything. What a nice place for a picnic, right here. Let's just you want me to 100% the demo? Fuck. Of course, it does make a respawn there.
Guys, it worked. Thank you for being baitable, Kawanyu Woo.
You've already... You knew. I hope all the trees kill you. Well, I hope I kill all the trees. You know what? Maybe deforestation ain't so bad. Easy. Easy juke. Easy juke. Fuck.
Carbon will never see a tree the same again.
Oh my god. I'm gonna make a presentation after this on why we should cut down trees.
Please cry harder. We wanna hear your whimper as these trees pummel you to the ground.
They're not... See, I'm gonna be pummeling the trees. I've already collected all the coins. I think I'm on 100% streak. Fuck. I can't believe that was so easy to dodge. I can't believe I missed that. Ooh, easy juke. Easy juke. I'm just better. Ooh. Ooh, you can't catch me. The hitbox! Holy shit,
Don't
that
forget
hitbox
the
is
treasure
busted.
chest later on.
Okay, I'll get the treasure chest. Okay, we'll go get the treasure chest. I won't quit until we get the treasure chest. Is there like a phobia of trees? I wonder, is there a tree phobia? Surely, right? I don't know. I feel like I just got executed, like back of the head, executed. Like I discovered the cure to cancer and the deep state couldn't let people know. Oh man. I don't know. Life would be pretty hard if you were scared of trees. There was a lot of trees. Okay. Yeah. Easy juke. And then I already know what's happening here. Boom. Goldfish memory my ass. Look at this. It was just lag.
Dendrophobia is the fear of trees.
Dendrophobia. Now we know.
Goldfish memory what? Greater than.
I wouldn't... See, I remember that. And then I remember this one. And then I know how to go across here. And I know how to dodge that one. And I know that there's gonna be another thing right here. Yep. And I'm able to juke like a beast. Like a beast. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Oh.
I remember when you got L ratioed by trees.
This is insane. That's insane. Okay, I understand what hard mode does now. Fuck.
Groundhog Day but trees.
How am I supposed to get past this? I literally, it's not possible. Oh, just kidding? Just kidding, I'm better. Just kidding, I'm better. Just kidding, I'm better. Oh, I was so close. I was so close. I was so close. Oh! Damn it. Maybe... I don't know how to do this. Ooh, I get it. Okay. So here's the strat. You bait the tree up a little bit so that it goes up, and then I can do the Okay, you have to run this like weird diagonal.
He crying finally.
Oh, get away from me! Get away from me! No! No! Hi, I'm new here. Osana! Hello, hi, welcome in. You like the new hairstyle? I made it! Diagonal. Okay. The trick is to run diagonally. Easy, never punished. Speedrunner? I'm a speedrunner? It can't get me here. Holy shit! It's so fast! Okay.
Carbon, I think you farmed enough content. Can you actually try beating the game now? Oh well.
That's a you know what? You're so right. You're so right. I was just clip farming. You got me. I was clip farming. You got. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get one more clip. Okay, no more clips. I don't need them anymore. Okay, you know what? You never can have you never can have too many clips. Oh, get up. I forgot my goldfish memory!
He's going to have enough clips to retire. GG.
I do have the attention span of a goldfish. No! Is this what TikTok does to your brain? Oh my god! I cannot. Oh my. Hello, hi. I am very composed. I'm very composed. The so low cortisol. See? That's totally fine. Easy, 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 easy.
Goldfish can actually retain memories for 3 to 5 months. I think you have a different problem.
Look, I got it. See, I got it. Easy. Ow. Can I get rid of these at all? Okay. How do I... Okay, maybe I need to hug the wall. Nope, I ran into something. Maybe it won't see me. Holy! Okay. It has crazy range. I keep getting stuck with stuff there. Maybe if I go this way?
He needs to hug the wall for emotional support.
How do I... Okay, this is still... I don't know how to... Why I keep running into this thing. Is it possible? This is... I can't dodge like this. How? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm running into some tree branches here. Wait, maybe I can bait it. Fuck! It's not possible. This is literally impossible to go that way. If I go the other way, I'm fine. Okay. So I have to go this way. I have to go... Wait, what about this? Okay, that's just the way up. Okay. I definitely go this way. And then I dodge these trees. Fuck. I want to get to that treasure chest. It's so far away, though. Oh! Holy. Can I tell the class a joke? Yeah, sure, tell us. Tell us a joke. It'll leave me alone? That's... Sorry, I got distracted. Chat distracted me. You guys distracted me. Ooh. Ooh. No! Okay, hard mode is actually kind of hard. Holy. Okay, that was definitely not there last time. I have to bait the gun somehow while also dodging this other thing. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, parkour. There's... Okay. Locking in, locking in, locking in, locking in. We're good. Holy. Juked? Juke that? Okay. At least the music soundtrack is peaceful, you know? Okay, one juke, and then I have to get the second juke, and then I can... Oh! Okay, the timing is 2 dodges for the tree attacking me, and then I can try to dodge the gun. Yep. Oh, I keep going up too far. Okay. Let's try again. Go 1, 2. I went too far. Okay. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2. Okay. I did the same mistake. One more try. One more try. This is the one. One dodge. Okay. I stayed still instead of dodging. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just wanted to pull something up really quick.
Still dying less than the last time you tried to work out. Oh whoa. Compelling argument, but as a rebuttal, skill issue.
Carbon, you type your instead of your. You hate me. 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 He's illiterate? Yeah, sorry. I'm illiterate. I was just role-playing. Jesus. But how am I supposed to dodge that tree? This tree is literally the bane of my existence. Oh, I... The worst part is after I get past that point, I still have to get past the cherry bombs. I mean, how did I get past it before? Did I just literally luck out? Oh my gosh. Also, Starry-Eyed Orion, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, I love your username. Oh, wait, we're up. He's... I hate this fucking soundtrack. Did I say I like the soundtrack? I hate it actually. Holy moly. You know, I feel like the amount of times I swear 10x when I play Rage Bait games like this. Okay. We can do it. I'm not a quitter. 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 Easy dodge.
Damn, he keeps getting
One more
beaten
dodge.
by the tree missiles. How come that they outperform you in your own field?
How do I rush that? How do I rush that? They're actually ganging up on me. One dodge. I think I'm rushing. I think I'm rushing. Here we go. Okay, low cortisol. Okay. So we dodge one tree methodically.
I gave the tree too many weapons. Give up, Lamal.
My bad. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we dodge this one, and then. One more. Easy. How do I get past this? How did I do it before? I don't understand. Ooh, okay. Okay, I got it. I'm a great gamer. Okay, one dodge. It hit me. Wow, it's because I can't see my character when I hug the wall like that. So I gotta go once, and then I go. Ooh. Okay. Perfect run. This dead tree's gonna fuck me. Yes! We're so up. We're so up. You bitch! They gave it to me just to take away. I can't believe it. I can't. Holy, what in the... Hey guys, that was Trees Hate You. I can't wait for the full release of this game.
So about those recycling clips you promised to show us if you crashed.
Yeah. Oh, he's a quitter. I think out of the entire game, the thing that broke me was the fact that they handed me a hat, showed me that the developers went out of the way to code added hats. Like, they added the whole thing to the game. They added it to the sprite. They made the model and everything, only to custom make a hat ripping animation. That's actually nuts. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, you did great. Yeah, you know what? You know what? The world was against me, and I still rose to the occasion. Oh my gosh. A game developed from spite. True. Oh. You got through more than I would be able to. Truly a punishing game. I actually think I think it was surprisingly well designed. There's a lot of tree variety, despite it being a demo. Rage quitting the game. Yeah, I can't imagine that just being one level. Imagine if they had like 50 of these. Holy, all the streamers are gonna play it and crash out. I can already see it. I can already see it. All right. I saved some fun videos for you guys. I'll put you on a BRB screen really quick, and then if you guys want, we're gonna watch some videos about recycling. Actually, I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you this video. I wanted to show you a video called "I'm Pretty Sure Recycling Isn't Real," and we can watch that together after this one. Trees are my new Oshi. Okay. I see you. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, stretch a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay. I thought this would have taken you 3 hours. You guys are so clever, aren't you? You guys are so clever, huh? All right. Take your piss break. Go piss. Hi, I'm new here. Hi, I'm back. Hi, I'm back. Hello, y'all. Hello.
Time to commission Carbon Extreme Preg. BTW, did you wash your hands?
Yes. Totally. Hello. Oops, this is the wrong scene. Not this one. This one. Okay. 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 We're putting the hair back on. We're putting the hair back on. Hello. Hi, y'all. Hi. What's up? What's up? Okay. Okay. We're gonna watch this on stream really quick. And I think this will take us a length because I have been meaning to go over how recycling isn't real and you guys just aren't listening to me. And I want to see this guy figure it out in real time. I've been saying this since I was 12 years old. When I was in freaking grade school and my teachers were like, oh, recycling is so important. I was like, really? Whoa, that's so cool that we can reuse some of the stuff we make. Turns out we can't. So yeah, 12. All right, okay. Let's go watch this. Yeah.
Real quick, before we start, you're going to have a number of questions while watching this video, and 9 times out of 10, the answer to that question is either going to be technically or money. So I'm just going to reuse this clip every time that comes up. So let's get into it. But again, remember, it's always technically or money. Hello, I'm wearing a lab coat that...
You know, the answer to a lot of things is just money, which is unfortunate, but true.
That I stole from my sister, who's a nurse, which explains why it's one size too small. The reason I'm pretending to look scientifically qualified is because a few weeks ago, I set out to make a simple video about the history of reducing, reusing, and recycling. But the more reports I read, videos I watched, and red yarn I purchased, the more I realized this is a deeply complicated issue. But surely the title is clickbait. I mean, recycling obviously exists, right? Technically? But the reason it's such a mess is due to the very material that popularized recycling in the first...
Oh my god, I can already see, sorry, I'm spoilers, but I can already see the different recycling grades of like resin recycle. Oh, I hate this shit. I hope he covers it.
First place, plastic. Plastic is so interesting for all the wrong reasons. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that plastic waste is a problem, but the way we got...
Okay. In defense of plastic is an amazing technology, okay? I cannot believe humans came up with a fancy polymer that they can just make cheaply that is completely resistant to biodegradation, okay? It is so stable that it can stay forever and is chemically resistant too. Like there are certain chemicals you cannot store in glass because they'll eat through the glass, but you can keep them in plastic bottles. So insane that we have that. I think we should use that technology, but maybe we shouldn't be making so much of it
out here. And the reason you view it the way you do is the direct result of decades of misleading claims, unrealistic promises, and propaganda from big plastic. That's a real thing. I'm telling you right now, this one's gonna be a bummer. I've never liked chemistry because it's the one science you can't see, and because I have the reasoning ability.
This guy needs to meet physics. Hello? The one science you can't see? I guess you can see some physics, but like chemistry is actually really, I don't know. Chemistry was one of the easier subjects for me.
Of a 12-year-old boy. If I can't see a thing, I tend to believe it's not real. We all know that plastic is made from oil, yet none of us know how. Prior to writing this, I couldn't even imagine how that works. As far as I can understand, when you extract oil from the ground and you refine it, the product that you're looking for is called methane. It's the primary gas that your stoves use. We burn it for like energy and stuff. It's really valuable. But one thing you get when trying to get methane is its less popular brother, ethane. And this is a byproduct of the process. Ethane is gonna be there whether you like it or not. And for a while, that's just the way that ethane was seen. It's just one of the things that you get when you're digging up oil. But in the late 1800s, it was discovered that you could use it to make this weird substance. It was this white, waxy material discovered by German chemist Hans von Pechmann. His colleagues named it polymethylene, also known as polyethylene, also known as plastic. Now, this discovery was an accident, and at the time, there wasn't really much you could do with it commercially. But in 1933, British company Imperial Chemical Industries, great name, accidentally discovered a way to synthesize this industrially. And the result was a material unlike the world had ever seen. Polyethylene was everything you wanted it to be. It was strong, it was lightweight, it was flexible, it was heat resistant, and most importantly, it was cheap. It might not seem impressive today, but at the time, plastic...
Okay. The fact that it's cheap was because it's a byproduct of oil digging. But it still has some pretty amazing qualities, which is strong, flexible, lightweight, and heat resistant. I don't know about that one. Plastic is notoriously deforms under heat. I don't know where he's getting this one.
It was viewed like the material of the gods. It could be clear like glass, but it didn't break when you dropped it. It was lighter than metal, less flammable than wood, sturdier than paper. You could color it, make it look like any material you wanted. It was easier to clean. It was easier to transport. It was cheap, it was durable, and thanks to injection molding, it was easy to mass produce on a large scale. This material could be used.
The best things in life come in cellophane? What in the... There's no way they use this as actual ads. This is like... No wonder people died with plastic bags over their fucking face. No wonder kids would... Okay.
For everything. And due to metal shortage in World War II, the manufacturing of plastic became really big in the 40s. And since it was already in high production, when the war ended, there was an explosion of new plastic products to choose from.
Plastics take their rightful place in a world at peace. The future will bring plastic fabrics, wondrously fine, yet resistant to wear, wrinkles, and stains.
Saran wrap, squeeze...
I hate how many things in the world are just ad campaigns. Like, the fact that we love and value diamonds so highly now was because a few really big companies decided to shill the hell out of it back in the day. And I guess that's how plastic started too.
Bottles, Tupperware, shoes, dolls, garbage bag, plates, bras. People loved plastic, but manufacturers loved it even more.
Bras?
Why? Wow. Money. Remember, plastic comes from ethane, and ethane is really cheap. In fact, there's too much of it. Because if you're a fossil fuel company, you want methane. But if you're getting methane, you're also getting ethane. But it's not just that you don't want ethane. Nowadays, you literally have to find a way to get rid of it. You can't really mix it with the methane. You can't just release it out into the atmosphere. There's only so much of it you can legally burn. And if you don't find a way to get rid of this stuff, it becomes a big problem for production.
A lot of governments, including the US government, control how much you can flare. So it might be that you are producing so much ethane that you cannot flare it and you cannot send it down the pipeline. And if you can't sell it, you have to shut down the well. They hate shutting down the well. If there's still methane down there, if there's still oil down there, that's money in the ground. So it doesn't matter if you're making money on the ethane. You just need someone to take it away from you.
Oh my... Wait, that explains so much. Holy... Plastic raw materials are a byproduct of oil drilling and oil pumping. And if you have too much ethane, you cannot continue drilling for your oil. You have to stop. And so people will literally sell it for a loss. They just want to get rid of it. Surprise Hank? I love Hank.
Plastic just makes sense. So from the 50s onwards, pretty much anything you could dream of was being made of the wonder material. The possibilities were endless, and the best part is that it would last forever, because plastics basically last forever. That will come up again later. I'm not here to say that all plastic is bad at all times. I'm going to appreciate that plastic does have a place in society. For example, before the invention of single-use plastic-filled diapers, children used to wear cloth diapers that were meant to be washed and reused. That's okay. We don't have to go back to that one. The problem is how much plastic is made. So what were we gonna do with all this trash? I would love to answer that question, but I do have to do a commercial for a brand real quick. Why would he just interrupt the video like that? Money. Wow, look at this totally normal meal for a college.
Okay, that was really funny. Why would he totally interrupt the video like that and you can hear the money?
They're cloth diapers that were meant to be washed and reused. That's okay. We don't have to go back to that one. The problem is how much plastic is made. So what were we gonna do with all this trash? I would love to answer that question, but I do have to do a commercial for a brand real quick. Why would he just interrupt the video like that? Money.
This is so self-aware.
Look at this totally normal meal for a college student. I can't wait to eat this and then go about my day. Closer to understanding what's going on with that weird rash that's growing in that really weird crevice. You know the one. That's ZocDoc.com. youtube.com/DavidAchu and start prioritizing your health today. Thanks so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring this
What?
video and helping
I'm
us
a
all take better care
VTuber.
of our health.
Prioritize my health. Hello?
Plastic is bad for the environment at almost every stage of its lifetime. From the fossil fuel extraction needed to make the plastic, to the greenhouse gas emissions that come from when you actually produce the plastic, to the disposal of plastic,
You do have to melt the plastic in order to get the bonds to form. You see how like all the ethane was in these like plasticky wax beads, how you get them to form long polymer chains, which is how plastic works. It's actually just think of it like one super long spaghetti noodle of proteins. That's how plastic actually is on a molecular level. And in order to get that, you have to heat it up. And when you heat that up, you release a ton of fumes, like a ton of greenhouse gas fumes. So that's not very great, but it's part of the manufacturing process for all plastics.
Of plastic, a decent portion of which is just burned afterwards, which also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. And probably the most annoying part of plastics, especially in the 60s and 70s, is that people would just throw them anywhere. It was in parks, roads, farmlands, lakes, rivers. Plastic also ends up in our oceans, which is bad because, as we all know, fish are dumb. And we'll confuse small pieces of plastic floating around as prey, and then they'll eat it. And then we'll eat it when we eat the fish. Did you know that the average American eats about a credit card's worth of plastic every year? That's why I don't order seafood. It eats through my wallet.
Okay, that's pretty funny. But also, did you know you can test? Okay, this is a. I'm gonna pull up a tweet. It's a spicy tweet. Let me pull up this. Let me pull up something really quick. Hold on. I think you'd like this. Okay, if you don't know this guy is a very rich, I think millionaire or maybe billionaire. I think he's a billionaire who is a health nut. He covers his own health like no one else, and he studies himself like an insane amount and hires researchers and has all this custom equipment in order to study his own body. And he publishes it online. And one of the things he did was check for microplastics in his balls. Yeah. Oh, the guy who takes his son's blood. Correct. This dude. And he has a report. He has someone testing his semen for microplastics, and apparently it's detectable. I did not know this, but if you're a dude and you nut, you can actually go through your nut and measure how much plastic you have in it. And this was his procedure. Over the course of 2 years, he was able to reduce his microplastics in his balls. Anyway, yeah, sorry. I just thought you'd be interested. Just thought you would like to know that.
I'm doing great today. But the planet is a big place. I don't get why we can't just find somewhere to put it.
We have this one planet. We only have so many places that we could put our waste.
I can think of 3 different places we can put our trash right now.
You can't put it in the ocean. Look what happened.
Sure, obviously.
You can't put it on top of a mountain.
We can't?
They've even tried to put it into a volcano.
I didn't even think of that. We can't?
Oh, you can't put it in a volcano because if you burn it, it's going to release a bunch of fumes. But I'm sure there's a landfill you can just throw it in.
We have to come up with a better plan.
So we had way too much plastic trash. What could we do to fix the problem? Well, we could have cut down on plastic production, which would have solved the problem at the source. No, we're never going to do that. How about we come up with a slogan instead? If you grew up in America after the 80s, you probably grew up learning about the 3 R's. Especially in the 90s and the 2000s, messaging about the benefits of reducing, reusing, and recycling was everywhere.
Yeah. It's worth it.
It is worth it.
It was on posters, commercials, children's television. They made jingles about it. They talked about it in science class. Did you know that Schoolhouse Rock forced Mitchell Russo to make a De La Soul?
Okay. Also, side tangent.
Posters, commercials, children's television. They made jingles about it. They talked about it in science class.
This aluminum can recycling is one of the true forms of recycling, okay? Recycling cans 100% works. It works. It's the only recycling that's real.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Kai. Hi, nice to see you. Oh my goodness. Normally I normally don't end stream this early. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh, you guys got ads on the way in. That's insane. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you for the follows. Hello, welcome in. Hi. Oh, okay, let me welcome in the Raiders really quick. Hi, I'm Garvin. Nice to meet you. I'm an astronaut VTuber. Boop. And I do sometimes some sciencey things as well. I know Kai is a very cool science VTuber as well. Today we are talking about how recycling is fake. Recycling is not real. Slash all the little tidbits about it. And we're doing this literally right after we played Trees Hate You, and that game was very rage inducing. So you know what, maybe this will give me pity for nature again. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better, because right now I'm not feeling too bad for them. Can we recycle Glorp? Absolutely not. No, I love Glorp. No way. Anyway, welcome in everyone, and thank you for the follows. Welcome to the space station. FB3 Network, Our Hero Bunny, hello, welcome in. Amrani, hello, welcome in. Curse Goth, hello, hi, and Cosmic Puppy, welcome in. Okay, time to finish this. We're like halfway through. We're just talking about you're actually not that much has been covered. We're just talking about how plastics have to be made because they're a byproduct of oil manufacturing, and in order to continue drilling for oil, you need to get rid of the waste products, which is coincidentally makes plastics.
Did you know that Schoolhouse Rock forced Mitchell Musso to make a
Good night, Kai.
parody song about it? Obviously, I can't play the whole thing here because Disney will have my head on a pike, but I will play a snippet shortly. However, before I do, I would like to read the lyrics to the first verse because it's written like a conspiracy theorist that's trying to make a connection that simply isn't there. 3. It's a magic number. Yes, it is. It's the magic number. Because 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 6 is 18.
This is their slogan?
And the 18th letter in the alphabet is R. We got 3 R's we're going to talk about.
This does read like a conspiracy theory.
Go listen to the song immediately after this video. I assure you, it sounds worse when you sing it. This song had to have been written in 45 seconds. Recycling ads made it seem like you were fighting for world peace every time you threw a bottle away. I'm being responsible. I'm basically a hero. We treat recycling as if everyone who does it is single-handedly preventing a plastic straw from ending up in a sea turtle's nose. You did it, man! We won! But that slogan is...
Okay, I mean, if you do live on a beach town and you're throwing plastic straws on the street, you're kind of a murderer. I will say that.
Written the way it is for a reason. It's written in order of importance. If you want to help the environment, by far the single best thing you can do is reduce the amount of trash you make. If you don't want the planet to be filled with waste, don't make the waste in the first place. Beyond that, the next best thing...
Okay. Hot take though. You not taking your private jet to the Super Bowl reduces more impact than anything else you could possibly do. So, for example, for me, just by not being a billionaire with their own private jet, I'm actually saving the environment. Like, if you think about it, I could use plastics every day for the rest of my life, and it would still not amount to a single private jet trip. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good.
You can do is to reuse the waste that you create. And I'm not talking about that 5-minute crafts reuse. I turn these bottle caps into jewelry. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown man. I don't just own a glue gun. It's kind of crazy how
That's crazy. I know so many who own glue guns. You got to get into cosplay, man.
Rated reusing things is. We'll talk about this more later, but Americans have been taught to believe that reusing things is for poor people. Historically, though, every culture and every people have always reused everything they can.
So, in thinking about ancient Greek sculptors, their favorite material to use was bronze. And the reason that we only have a few of these left, they got melted down to make implements of war. Egyptian kings would wait for previous monuments to maybe fall into a little bit of disrepair, and they would knock them down, and they would use those pieces to build their own Roman monuments. Sometimes the
Sounds
Romans
about
would
right.
take their sculptures and they would recarve them into the sculptures of later emperors.
If you grew up in a melanated household, then you know that just because a container that used to hold food is now empty, it does not mean its life is over. I'll be the first to admit this. I used to be embarrassed when we'd have people over and I'd have to explain to them that we used the empty Greek yogurt containers from Costco as cups. Well, I wasn't embarrassed at first.
Okay, that's a little psychopathic. Those empty Greek yogurt containers from Costco are gigantic. They're actually huge. Okay, man.
It wasn't until somebody who wasn't in my family came to my home, saw what was happening, explained to me that their family doesn't do this, that it immediately clicked, yeah, of course nobody else does this. This looks weird. But looking back, objectively, it shouldn't be viewed as weird because we used that container 50 times longer than it was intended to be used. We saved them from going into a landfill prematurely. That is, of course, until I put it.
Okay, I don't recommend you do that because the cups that that's used for the Greek yogurts, I don't know how well their plastic is rated. There's actually a danger of reusing plastic water bottles, for example, too much because the plastic is a little thin and there's such thing as plastic absorption. So when you actually leave water in a plastic water bottle for a long time, the plastic will kind of decompose and leach into the water. And that happens more and more often as you use it. When you first get the water bottle, it's mostly sterile, but when you start introducing like your mouth bacteria inside it and you like go in and out and you're washing it, I don't know. It's like it reminds me of cooking in like plastic containers. You got to be careful about that. Yeah, using it as a cup is a little sus for a long time.
In the microwave and it became immediately unusable because of course it was a Greek yogurt plastic.
Oh, isn't it already happening when you first buy it? No, it's different. When you first buy it, the water is sterilized and pH balanced. When you start drinking from it, you are putting your saliva into the water bottle and now you're washing it and now it's exposed to air. And so all these different contaminants and different pH levels and all that stuff is going to slowly decompose the plastic in a very small way. Like it's still mostly stable, but you are leaching microplastics.
Container, it can't handle that heat. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, you end up with plastic that you just don't know what else to do with. Then, and only then, is when the last R comes in, recycling. The idea that some company or organization could take your trash and turn it into anything your heart desires. It's the most magical of the 3 R's. Magical in the sense that it's not real. That isn't to say recycling doesn't work for anything. There are actually a number of materials that recycle rather well. Aluminum, for example, is considered infinitely recyclable, meaning you can recycle it over and over and over again and it won't break down in quality. In fact, of all aluminum that has ever been produced, 75% of it is still in circulation today. Now, you compare that to plastic that
is so good. 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still used and reused. That's so cool. Aluminum is just a magic metal. Honestly, it's an amazing alloy. And the fact that we use it for both our airplanes and spacecraft and also cans, 10 out of 10. We should have more aluminum.
actually breaks down every time you recycle it. And of all the plastic that's ever been produced, 70% of it has been discarded. In fact, generous estimates say that only 10% of all plastic has ever been recycled once, and only 1% ever gets recycled twice. I think the main thing that makes recycling super difficult is that it doesn't arrive at the facility in perfect condition, organized by color and material. It comes in one gray blob, and there is almost surely animal and or human feces in the mix. And even the stuff that isn't fecal matter, a good portion of those materials shouldn't be in that pile. Recycling rules get so confusing because, first of all, you need to know what type of plastic it is because not all plastics can even...
You know who does it well? Japan actually does their plastic sorting right. Unlike in America, where we just have one blue bin, in Japan, you sort all your plastics into like 5 different categories. And because I think they just follow the rules significantly better than in America, and so they can actually have efficient systems to recycle them. Here, not so much. Yeah. And also you have to remember that the supply for plastic is super cheap. In fact, a lot of companies are selling the raw supply for plastic at a discount in order to continue drilling oil. So why would they use or try to go through the effort of recycling existing plastic where you have to clean and process it when you just get new fresh plastic? Like, the economics don't make sense. Yeah.
even be recycled. Second, did you know you have to clean the plastic before you put it in the bin? Some packaging materials, even if it has the recycling symbol on the front, some recycling plants can't accept it. And I would love to sit here and tell you all the ins and outs of what can and can't be recycled. I really wanted to make it work. I come up with a bit where I was gonna get a scroll and be like, hear ye, hear ye. I can't do that because recycling rules change everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's a new set of instructions. The ones in my area are different from the ones in your area and the next guy's area and the next guy after that. And despite all that
Why is it
effort,
localized?
most plastics just end up in a landfill or being burned in an incinerator. So how did we come up with such an ineffective system? Well, to understand that, you're gonna have to...
Oh my God, I'm there. I've always wanted to be an old white man in the 50s.
And your entire job is just to make money. You know, one of the reasons life sucks now is because you can't own anything anymore because everything is a subscription. Sure, I could make some money selling you something once. But I could make more money if I sold it to you once a month for the rest of your life. But how am I gonna get you to buy more plastic? I just spent all this money advertising how durable it is and how it basically lasts forever. People know you don't need any more plastic. What am I supposed to... What if I just told you the opposite? Imagine you're in a room with the most boring old white men that you can think of, and then the main old white guy is in the center, and he's like, okay guys, if we want to make money, we have to convince the public to throw away the plastic. And everybody was like, what's this guy talking about? And the main guy is still up front. He's all like, you guys, listen, glass and metal are expensive and heavy and breakable, but plastic is made of oil, so obviously it costs basically nothing. And then one guy raises his hand and he's like, wait, I thought oil was basically like black gold and every country on earth is fighting for it literally all the time. And the main guy's like, shut up, it's not important. Nobody knows how both those things are true. This is just the way the world works. It's light, it's cheap, and we have more than enough to sell. If we can just convince them to throw away the plastic stuff they already have, I promise you we will all make so much money. And remember, that's your job. That scenario wasn't really an exaggeration. At a 1956 annual conference for the plastics industry, Lloyd Stouffer, an editor of a trade magazine, literally told plastic executives their future is in the trash can. But there was a problem. This was the 50s. These people lived through the Great Depression, where they used dresser drawers as baby cribs, and they made the most insane recipes with any food they could find. You know that
that is true. Oh my gosh. The baby drawer thing, and I've seen TikToks of people trying to make recipes from the 50s and they're all atrocious. They all taste horrible, but I guess they get the job done.
You know that one guy on TikTok from 3 years ago who used to make all those recipes from the 30s? That was depression.
That's what I saw.
Not the feeling, the time period. Although you may confuse it to be the same thing because they couldn't afford fruit, so when they made apple pies, it wasn't with apples, it was with crackers and water. This era of Americans was not used to the idea that you buy something, use it one time, and immediately get another one. That would be like if I invited you over for dinner and we were eating off glass plates, and at the end of the night you asked me if I want you to put your plate in the sink, and I just told you, nah, just throw it away. What are you talking about? And again, you were just telling the public how plastic is basically indestructible. So why would they just want to get rid of it? So the plastic industry had to make new ads that were basically like,
okay, forget everything we just said about plastic, okay? It's not that great. It's cheap, and we have an endless supply of it. So after you use it, just throw it out, okay? If you eat off of it, if you drink out of it, if you look at it too hard, just throw it out. It's fine.
But isn't that
just
kind of wasteful?
Come on, man. All the cool kids are doing it.
For decades, Americans had a make it do or do without mentality. Our new throwaway culture fell in love with single-use plastics and didn't worry about the consequences.
Being disposable, there are no empties to collect. Vinyl and asbestos on the floor.
In fresh sun, sea, and sky colors.
So people started throwing stuff away. Everywhere. It was too much stuff. Littering was now becoming a bigger problem following the rise of single-use plastics, which combined with other environmental concerns led to one of the biggest...
I can't believe you could convince Great Depression era Americans to throw away reusable plastics just by running a ton of ads. I guess they probably also thinned out the plastics because there are ways to make very reusable plastics. Like some of the some of the plastic Tupperware we have right now, like just thicker Tupperware, that can be reused indefinitely, and they're food grade plastic and they last for a very long time. But you can also make really cheap disposable plastics, and I think they just probably stopped making the more durable ones.
Environmental movements in modern history.
This is a CBS News special.
Earth Day.
A day set aside for a nationwide outpouring of mankind seeking its own survival.
April 22nd, 1970 was the world's first Earth Day. A time for people in some of the most confusing pieces of attire and hairstyles that the human race had ever seen up to that point in their history gathered together to discuss issues hurting the environment. And of the many issues, one of the issues on the docket was plastic waste. In fact, you start to hear talk that maybe plastic should be banned altogether. But again, you're a businessman in the plastics industry. If your product gets banned, you can't make any more money. That's your one job. You're blowing this. But you, as a businessman, maybe you take a second to realize maybe enough's enough. Your decisions have negatively impacted the planet. You've made more money than you could ever hope to spend in your lifetime. Maybe it's time that the plastics industry goes to rest. You retire. Maybe spend more time with your wife and the kids.
That's a fucking joke. These are the same people who made leaded gas. Okay, there's no way they ever say enough is enough. There's no way.
After all, maybe it's time to call it quits and let the packaging industry go back to its more sustainable practices. I'm kidding. It's time to plot. And what do we do every time we need the public to change their opinion immediately for our own benefit? Advertising.
Advertising. Let's go. No. There's no way. This is the ad they ran? Oh, that's so fucked up.
First off, this man is Italian. Secondly, although this ad made it look like it was paid for by some environmental activist group, it was actually produced by Keep America Beautiful, an organization started by the packaging industry like Coca-Cola and Dixie Cups. You know, the people who made the trash. The point of this ad wasn't to stop litter. It was to make it abundantly clear that this littering thing, that's your fault. But aren't you guys the ones that got an entire generation of Americans to start acting like this in the first place? Don't change the subject. You made that Italian man in an almost surely offensive garb cry. Look at what you did. That's a great first step. But if you really want to...
That's crazy that the people who made the plastics formed a Keep America Beautiful organization and then ran a ton of ads to convince the general public that it was their fault. That's actually diabolical. Oh my gosh. Is it just really a bunch of evil businessmen sitting in a room being like, how can we trick the public?
People to get off your back about a problem, you have to promise them a solution. Give them something to believe in. And so essentially what happened was the equivalent of, I'm sorry guys, this is getting out of hand. The city's gonna have to ban the plastic. No, wait, okay, we'll fix it. Jeez.
A growing backlash was threatening the future of plastic.
So it was up to us in the plastics industry to solve this problem so that they could continue to package their products in plastic.
To appease government officials, the industry funded a local recycling pilot project.
The industry attitude was, we'll set this up and get it going, but if the public wants it, they are going to have to pay for it.
So they invested millions into bringing recycling into the mainstream. But could that even work technically? The process of turning used plastic into new plastic is physically possible. The issue is when you have to do it with millions of pounds of plastic. Could this system work at scale? Technically? No, the answer to that one's just no. According to NPR and a paper from the Center for Climate Integrity, internal plastic industry documents from the late 60s and early 70s gave a sterling recommendation of the recycling process.
I love NPR.
Words such as costly,
thanks we have serious doubt for the tier 1000 sub.
Oh, thank you, Augie. I appreciate it. Thank you for the sub.
And virtually hopeless. The plastics industry knew from the very beginning this was never gonna work, and they did it anyway. Why? Money. Here's the thing, it doesn't actually need to work. It just needs to look like it works. If it'll get the hippies to shut up, sure, we can paint some trash cans blue and put some arrows on it and maybe blow a few mill buildings and recycling centers, and we'll run a few ads about it. Is it gonna cost us? Yeah, but it's a lot cheaper than having our entire industry banned or coming up with a solution that would actually work. If someone can prove me wrong, I would welcome you to do so in the comment section. But as far as I can tell, the entire idea of recycling is basically just theater, and you can see it everywhere. For example, a lot of people think that all plastics are recyclable, but they're not. Some types of plastics, no matter what you do, can never be recycled. But you wouldn't know just by looking at it. That wasn't until, out of the kindness of their hearts, a lobbying and trade group known as the Society of the Plastics Industry, a loving organization with a not at all nefarious sounding name, proposed a solution to identify which plastics can and can't be recycled. Okay, we've heard there's been a little bit of confusion as to what you can put in the bin, so today we're we're proposing a new symbol that we're going to put on all the plastic products so everybody knows exactly what can and can't be recycled. Okay, that actually sounds pretty good. No, that's not cool. No! Is there a problem,
yes.
sir? That looks exactly like the recycling symbol. How dare you? My work is completely original. It's in a triangle shape. I didn't know anybody could own a shape. It has the chasing arrows. My arrows are slimmer. Yeah, but if you squint and look at them both, they pretty much look exactly different. Mine has numbers in it. You notice that, Einstein? You're so good at pointing things out. You notice that? You know they look the same. Why would you make them look exactly the same? Money.
Oh,
this is the resin identification code. It was invented by Society of the Plastics Industry in
Only 1 and 2 are
On paper,
recyclable.
its purpose is to identify what kind of plastic a thing is made out of. Each type getting a different number. As far as I know, there are 7 RIC numbers, and pretty much only 1 and 2 are widely considered recyclable. But if you didn't know that, because why would you just casually know that? Wouldn't you just assume that this means that the thing is recyclable
because I'm a
and you
fucking
put it
nerd.
in the bin and you think recycling is working? The plastics industry lobbied 40 states to get the RIC symbol to look like this. As long as you think it's working, it doesn't matter if it actually is. That's the whole name of the game. But why though? What specifically about recycling is so impossible to get right? Fun fact, when you look up Society of the Plastics Industry on YouTube, one of the first search results is a promo they just released called Recycling is Real. Is it though?
Wait, hold on. I have to watch that video. Hold on. Is there really recycling is real? There's no way. There's no way. Stop, don't bald me. Stop, don't bald me. Ah, man. Society of Plastics. Hold on. Society of Plastics. They took it down! They took it down! No! No! Oh, damn. We're missing... Ah, man.
One of the first search results is a promo they just released called Recycling is Real. Is it though?
I couldn't find it.
Because there's no way she flew a plane. Do you see my point? Like, you hear what I'm saying? Helen can't do either, and you mean to tell me she was navigating the skies? Random question. Would you say you have a decent idea of how a toilet works? I feel like most people would say yes. Like,
Yes,
it's a toilet.
I do.
You push a thing, water comes out. Seems pretty simple. Okay, cool. Here are all the parts. Build a toilet. I saw somebody...
You know, easy peasy, okay? You have a basin for water, you have this which lets water in, and you have a little plug here that's a lever that when you do the flushing motion, when you press a button or you pull the lever, it lifts up this gasket and then lets water down into the main basin, and that water pressure pushes through a U-trap that then lets the water out, okay? I know how a toilet works.
Somebody say this as a good example of showing that people don't really know how most things work. Even things that seem relatively simple. You put all the pieces in front of them.
Or we can just dig a hole.
The average person doesn't understand how a lot of things work. With that being said, do you feel...
Okay, it is a good example though. There's a lot of daily technology that we have that is extremely complicated. I wanted to do a video about how like radio waves work and how like radio communication and all the wireless signals in your house work. That is something I feel like most people don't understand. And it's something we almost all of us use every day, but is impossibly complicated. Like it is standing on the shoulders of giants for sure. That technology has evolved over many years and is very, very hard to explain even in a casual setting.
You have a good idea of how recycling works? I'll be honest, I thought you just melted it and then shaped it again, but the process has like 17,000
No, you have to chemically
steps.
purify
Because you can't
it.
just put all the plastics into one big vat and melt it down. They all have different properties and different melting temperatures. If you did that, you would just end up with a bunch of useless goop. So first you have to create recycling centers and a recycling program for a given area. Then you need to inform the people about what can and cannot go into the recycling bin, which is pretty much a useless step because no matter what you do, people are going to put anything they want in the bin.
Very surprised what people think is recyclable.
You name it, eventually it'll be found in it.
A pool table.
Big propane tanks.
Needles.
A neck brace.
We've had
Needles?
guns, ammunition, fireworks, sparklers.
I had a live snake.
After you pick it up, you have to do
Oh,
your
they
best
have
to
to sort
separate
these
the
out.
non-recyclables from the rest of the mix. You have to clean
snake
them
is not
and treat them and
recyclable.
process them. All of that just to get recycled plastic, a material that is less durable and more expensive than virgin plastic. From an economic and practical standpoint, this process makes almost no sense. You can sit there and say, it shouldn't matter, we should do this for the good of the planet. Unless you're gonna do it, or you're gonna fork up the cash to get somebody else to, it's not getting done. As Vidyamani said when speaking about just the separation process, unless someone's paying for it, the plastic's going to the landfill. So you may be wondering, surely there was a point in time when recycling kind of worked at least a little bit? Technically, yes. Seeing the monstrous problem before them, the best and brightest American minds of that generation came up with a solution that, at least from an economic standpoint, was viable. Describing it with the gravitas it deserves, it was the equivalent of... There we go, yep. Shh, it's okay, we're okay, it's okay. We just gave all our trash to China. I'm sorry, how does this work? It's a...
No! I knew it! It's just, we just put everything on a fucking ship and we sent it to a developing country. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's awful.
Simple. We pick up the recyclables, put them on trucks, bring them to recycling centers. They'll organize them, crush them, turn them into bricks. We'll put those bricks onto different trucks, drive them to the coast, sell them to the Chinese, and then load them onto cargo ships. And once the ships reach China, they'll take the bricks, give them to low-wage workers to organize them and turn them into new stuff. And when it's all said and done, for every $1 we spend on this process, we will earn $1.01, which is more money than when we started. Okay. And that's how recycling worked in America for over 25 years. But it wasn't just the US. According to NPR, 70% of the world's plastic waste was being sent to China. And China was getting a slight profit out of this, but that profit was being outweighed by all the other indirect costs that came with this.
Oh, this is also a really big deal for like battery manufacturing right now. We have other countries, like especially in Africa, they have some lithium mines there that while we pay them money, they don't really understand, or not, I guess they understand, but they're not really accounting for the environmental damage that it causes. So as China accepts all this plastic waste, for example, they can recycle it and they can make some profit. But are they really making a profit if they account for all the fumes that they generate in their home country? Like, we're essentially shipping all the environmental damage over to another country, and then it's up to them to deal with. And at the time, China did not have the systems in place to handle that. I think they just did it. I don't know what came up with that
recycling program, because we never actually solved the problem of littering and handling the trash properly. We just gave the problem to a different country.
These sorting facilities in China would often illegally dump the portion of the plastics that even they couldn't profitably recover, creating an environmental problem that the government had to pay to clean up.
Martin Borque, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, executive director of the Ecology Center in Berkeley, California, once put a tracker in a bale of waste sent to China just to see what would happen to it. And when it touched mainland and they got in contact with the locals that were near where the tracker was placed, they found that it was just littered. On top of that, remember how people will recycle anything?
Oh my gosh, they put a tracker into the plastic just to see what would happen, and they found out it would just get littered and thrown to the street. Oh no, that's so okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Is the gold destroying the country? It's not the gold mining. Gold mining is usually, I mean, gold mining is environmentally damaging, but it's not that bad. I think it's like copper and lithium mining that is very environmentally damaging. I don't know the exact details of how it's processed, but it's because you have to use some really harsh chemicals and burn a lot of gases.
Including hazardous materials. Well, it turns out that those materials were causing hazard to the Chinese workers who were sorting them. After a while, the Chinese government must have reasoned to itself, maybe destroying our country's lakes and giving people occasional anthrax poisoning isn't worth $17 of profit. So they banned the import of pretty much all plastic waste in 2018.
Good idea on
no
them.
warning. To which the waste management industry calmly responded, "What am I supposed to do with all this?" Once China stopped taking it, we didn't have many options on where to put it. Imagine you were taking your trash out for the week and the garbage man just said, "No!" and then drove away. You then have two options. Create a pile in the backyard, or set it on fire. And that's exactly what we've done for the past 8 years. I really tried to verify this stat, and I could be wrong, but as far as I know, when you recycle something, most of the time, it just ends up in a landfill or in an incinerator, because there's just no money to do anything else with it. And I would love to sit here and say there is a solution and that they're working on something that's gonna work in the next few years, but as far as I know, right now, at this current moment, this is all recycling is. Almost every solution I read about when researching this video is either going to hurt the environment more or it's going to cost way too much money. Even when something says it's made of recycled plastics, I'm pretty sure in most cases it just ends up looking something like this. So you promise that when I put a plastic bottle in the bin, you turn it into another plastic bottle just like new? Absolutely. In fact, I have one right here. That is not the same thing. I'm doing the best I can! Downcycling is when a recycled product isn't as good quality as when it was first made. For example, food-grade plastic that gets recycled is no longer good enough quality for food packaging, and so it becomes part of like a plastic bench or something. Okay, but I saw a TikTok of a mad scientist fellow who was turning plastic into fuel. Why can't they just do that? Technically, as far as I know, that process is called pyrolysis, and it is possible.
It's not
because
that great.
Plastic is made from oil, so couldn't you do some science stuff to maybe turn it back
it's
into
not
oil?
efficient.
I don't get it, but it is scientifically possible. So why don't they do it? According to the TikTok comment section of that video, it's because the CEO of Exxon will personally 360 no-scope this guy if he ever goes to market. That's not why.
That is not why. There's this dude who, okay, I've seen this. This actually triggered me. It triggered the hell out of me. There's this TikToker who makes videos about how he's turning plastics into oil, and everyone's saying, "Whoa, this is the craziest new tech."
The tier 1000 sub.
Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yeah, there's this guy who makes videos, and everyone's saying he's gonna save the world, and if he goes to market with it, the CEO of Big Oil is gonna take him out. But the reality is that technology is not economically feasible because the energy he puts into forming the oil is worth more than the oil itself. And the oil you make is like shit oil. It's not as energy dense as the oil you drill out of the ground because you're forming it from the plastics. So it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Then why not? Money. Again, could you build a toilet? At scale, the process of pyrolysis costs way too much economically and environmentally.
Thank you, Miss Olivia. Thank you.
As far as doing it for plastics, at least, it just doesn't make much sense. Besides that, the process of this and other forms of advanced recycling generates a lot of hazardous waste. According to the NRDC, they once observed that an advanced recycling plant, also known as a chemical recycling plant, created almost 500,000 pounds of hazardous waste in 2019 alone. In addition, these plants produce air pollution, which poses a health risk to nearby neighborhoods. Neighborhoods that tend to be made of low-income, non-white people. As a result, these neighborhoods lose even more of their value, and due to the health risks that come with being so close to one of these facilities, it turns these areas into what ProPublica described as sacrifice zones. And on top of that, a lot of these advanced...
Okay, that's an insane thing to say. To intentionally create an area called sacrifice zones. Oh no.
Recycling plants just end up burning the plastic. However, none of that will stop the plastics industry from saying they're doing it. Because again, it barely matters that it's not working. As long as people think it could, they're not going to get mad at us.
Innovation in American plastics means reducing, reusing, and
manufacturing.
So you recycle.
Well, yeah, we manufacture recycled plastic. It's how we stay competitive.
And it's better for the environment.
And it's better for business.
How?
It's the way of the future. The U.S. has to keep up.
First off, this ad was made by America's Plastic Makers, and on their website, they will tell you that they are part of the plastics division of the American Chemistry Council and their member companies, which include Chevron, Dow, Exxon, and Shell. The companies that make the oil that make the plastic. Secondly, he never answered a question. Am I the only one that peeped that?
And it's better for the environment.
And it's better for business.
How?
It's the way of the future.
I've seen this ad 1 billion times, and I've noticed that detail every single time. Like, that was a question she was asking, and he just ignored it and talked about the business of it. Am I insane? That's what just happened.
Now you're getting
Recycling yesterday.
Holy, look at those helmets. those helmets look so good. Imagine if recycled plastic helmets look that good. I don't know if you've ever seen recycled plastic like benches or chairs. They're a ton of tiny plastic bits melted together and they look like shit, okay? Let's not beat around the bush here. They look bad. They never look like this.
Recycling yesterday's plastic because it was made to be more.
It's not, though. It's made to be.
Do you know about the alleged mushroom that's supposed to be eating plastic? Oh, yes. Yes, I do know exactly what you're talking about. There is a mushroom and also bacteria. There's like two things. There's like a plant that possibly eats and digests plastics, and there's also a bacteria that possibly eats and digests it. Both pretty cool options, but have not scaled. I think there are still holdups on how to actually roll those out. Like they're still in testing phase. And even if they do work, they're not going to work for all plastics. It's probably only very biodegradable plastics. But those are nice potential options. It's just not a blanket solution for every plastics. Wasn't it more like styrofoam-y plastics? Yeah, it was. For both cases, it was.
One thing, one time
it's
for
not
30
like
seconds and then spend the next 1,000 years polluting a river in Taiwan. And I think all these ads and messaging and borderline propaganda just serves to confuse people on what's actually happening with their trash, i.e., the propaganda is working. Laura Leibrook, a manager of a recycling plant in Oregon, explained that when she tries to tell people that recycling doesn't work, they don't want to believe her. Because the truth is, we need recycling. Not because it fixes any problem, it's because it removes this guilt. It's kind of like when you get those ads for children's cancer hospitals and you can't skip it because you have to wait 5 seconds. So before you try not to make eye contact with the sick child in the video. It's kind of like that. We don't want to be confronted with the fact that American consumption is disgusting. We need something to believe in. It's a reason to feel that we're not destroying the planet.
But I feel like people are onto this. I feel like most people nowadays know that maybe they don't conceptualize it in the same way, like on a surface, but at some like deeper level, they know that recycling doesn't fully work, and they are trying to use more things like not plastic water bottles, but reusable water bottles, and it's becoming very common. So I don't know, I think we're moving in the right direction, but there's just a very limited amount of things we can do as an individual. I understand feeling guilty about stuff like this, but when you are a singular person and you're like competing against multi-billion-dollar corporations, what are you really going to do, right? Like the amount of waste that a single private jet uses outcompetes 100 of your entire lifetime consumable usages. So it's like we do our small part where we can, but I think it's unrealistic to expect a single person to implement this widespread change. The most you can really do is vote for better policies. Yeah. So for people who are at home and they're like really guilt racked about it, just know you're doing your best, right? You don't have the resources in order to change everything. You showing up and being like, hey, I want more like glassware. I'm going to try to buy more like aluminum can stuff. Like that's you're already doing your part. Okay. You are already doing your part. Don't let people guilt trip you, and don't let the plastics industry guilt trip you. Like what the hell?
With our insatiable greed. It doesn't have to actually work. I just need to believe that I'm doing something so I can sleep at night. If I just put the bottle in the blue bin, I don't have to be confronted with the fact that that bottle is going to sit somewhere for the next 700 years. If I don't have to look at it, it's almost as if it doesn't exist anymore.
It's not your fault.
Don't take that from me.
Recycling, it's one of those things where not only does the public kind of depend on that emotionally to relinquish their, guilt about buying things, but it has been kept alive by the manufacturers.
Ultimately, though, anytime we spend placing the blame solely on the individual is when the propaganda has fully accomplished its work. Yes, American consumption is killing us, but who sold the poison? Corporations are the ones that invest in plastic.
The big business.
Corporations are the ones that convinced Americans to buy more plastic than they could ever need. Corporations are the ones that blame consumers for a littering problem
regulate this and
corporations are the ones that pushed and promoted a solution they knew would never work. And corporations are the ones that paint themselves as the heroes and innovators solving a crisis that they created while ultimately not coming up with any scalable solutions. All the while creating more plastic. Lisa Ramsden of Greenpeace USA says the plastics industry intends to triple plastic production by 2050. The takeaway from this discussion isn't that we shouldn't be doing what we can. We should all still be reducing, reusing, and then when all else fails, recycling, because a bad solution is better than no solution. But the real takeaway is this: no matter what any company, ad campaign, children's media, catchy jingle, or industry group tries to tell you, this conversation isn't just solely about how much you love the planet. This whole conversation has always been about money. And although it technically exists, and I'm by no means an expert,
why isn't Dea there?
I'm pretty sure recycling isn't real.
Plastics take their rightful place in a world at peace.
Oh my. Okay. Okay. Still, same thought. I think doing what you can is already enough. You do what you can and know that you are doing your part, because you are not able as an individual to completely revolutionize the plastic industry unless you're like a crazy inventor. You create some fancy new tech, but generally speaking, you can. And there's a bunch of technical reasons why. Even Hank Green made a video about like how plastic is actually recycled and like all the different processes. But yeah, it's not actually necessarily your fault. Now I want to cry. Here we can do an eye bleach video for you. Let's see. I'll pull up one. Give me a second. There are actually really cool environmental texts. Here, let's see. Plastic eating mushrooms. I'll show you. It's pretty cool. Ooh, here's this one.
Worms are literally eating their way out of this plastic bag.
They're not mushrooms,
but not
they're
only can
worms.
they eat it, it's actually good for the planet. So if they can biodegrade plastic, could they be the answer to our planet's massive plastic problem?
Biology has found a way to some extent to deal with this.
Because the latest science on this is mind-blowing. Not
Here,
only might
here's
we
some new
make
stuff.
plastic biodegradable, we might even one day be eating vanilla ice cream from recycled plastic and E. coli.
Yes, I mean, it's chemically identical.
Yeah, so we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's start with the worms.
There are solutions.
These little creatures are waxworms. Dr. Federica Bertocchini is a molecular biologist, and she first witnessed this phenomenon when she chucked a bunch of waxworms in a plastic bag as a hobby side project. Because, well, who doesn't?
I bumped into the waxworm accidentally because at that time I was a beekeeper, because they live in the beehives. They are considered plagues by beekeepers. So I started cleaning my beehive, putting the worms in a plastic bag, and within a short time I realized they were producing holes.
The plastic started to degrade almost as soon as it touched the worms' mouths.
So we thought, okay, maybe something coming out of the mouth. So we start collecting this liquid coming out, called saliva.
Such a scientist thing to do.
So in
to be like,
found...
I'm a beekeeper on the side, and I found some worms inside my beehive, so I put them in a plastic bag to go throw them away later. But then I saw that they made a hole, and now I pulled them into my research lab, and I was studying their saliva.
Found two enzymes that can reproduce the effect of the saliva, meaning oxidizing polyethylene. And it takes a few hours at room temperature in a watery solution.
And the amazing thing is that the worms can even digest the plastic, breaking it down into something useful for the worm.
The worm itself, when it eats the plastic and starts breaking it down, its guts react almost as if it was eating normal food.
It's probably not as good as normal food, but it seems to kind of
the
work.
Physiology of the animal that extracts something out of this plastic biodegradation, and it just continues as if it were a normal diet.
That's Dr. Chris Lemoine, who, inspired by Federica's findings, also began looking into these worms.
We found that the plastic allowed them to still retain all their fat and presumably continue with their life cycle.
Basically, these worms are fattening themselves up by whatever means necessary before they turn into moths, by which point they don't eat again, only reproduce.
I always call them bags of gonads that can fly, because that's all they do.
So there's a race underway to figure out just how this mechanism works.
That's the $1,000,000 or $1 trillion question, because once we figure that out, that's $1 trillion worth of plastic we can degrade.
Because as cool as the waxworms are, this is really about the specific combination of bacteria and enzymes that can break down plastic, something that's exceptionally rare in nature. So why is it so rare? Why is plastic so hard to break down?
It's just
well, in
really
nature, most things decompose because bacteria breaks down the chemical bonds that hold a substance together. These enzymes and bacteria have evolved over millennia to break down whatever it finds in front of it. Then plastic comes along.
Here's a scene that has long since ceased causing any surprise. Dishes that bounce when they drop to the floor.
Nowadays, it gets bad rep, but it's a total game changer for humanity. But nature's never experienced it before. Plastics are made up of long chains of polymers with very strong bonds, and one of the keys to breaking these bonds is through oxidation. That's what the worms appear to be doing with their saliva, introducing oxygen molecules to the plastic.
And this is something that's achieved in environment through light, for example, high temperature. And this is the bottleneck. It takes a while because the environment has its own timing. So the worms, what they do is just introduce molecule of oxygen. So in a few hours instead of
you can see this in some old plastic bottles. If you ever have a plastic bottle and it starts to yellow, that's actually the plastic oxidizing in the light. It's reacting with oxygen in the air combined with UV light from the sun.
Months or years or whatever. So this is it's a way to overcome the bottleneck of this reaction.
So what's next? Unleash the worms? No, that would be a terrible idea. Remember this?
They are considered plagues by beekeepers.
But even sticking just to plastic, the process is still way too slow to realistically solve our plastic crisis.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the worm saliva, reverse engineer it, and then produce the saliva to dissolve plastic at scale.
Anytime soon. So stand down, Waxworm Armada. The real stars of this, though, are the enzymes. If the researchers can identify them and scale them up, there's a chance that in the future, this could be one of the solutions.
It will take a lot of cash.
But now scientists are looking for similar enzymes in all sorts of other places.
Superworms too. So anything that has a worm in it, it seems to be prone to eat plastic.
In fact, over 30,000 enzymes have been identified capable of digesting 10 different types of plastics. One bacteria found in cow stomachs can be used to digest polyester. But the one that's getting everyone really excited is a bacteria called Ideonella sakaiensis, and especially its enzyme, PETase.
Plastics waste in general, but more specifically PT, has infiltrated our environment, and biology has found a way to some extent to deal with this over time. There was a discovery outside of Japan where they had found that microbes began to colonize on parts of a water bottle. Cells were actually living and maybe even surviving off the carbon within that plastic. We can take this enzyme out of the cell and we can begin to engineer that enzyme even further to be able to have better activity directly on plastic waste.
PET plastic that would take centuries to break down in nature, PETase can break down in a matter of days.
I think
but
it's really exciting
problem.
that we have like different research avenues in order to solve it. So it's I mean, technology got us into this mess. It's possible that we can create some technology to get us out.
Not yet, anyway. To have any real impact at scale, we need to turbocharge how quickly it works. And that's exactly what Hal's team has done. And they name this really fast version
really
of
makes
PETase,
me want to study this. You can. This is a problem that humanity is facing right now.
Essentially by using a vast database of all known enzymes in the natural world and then running simulations about which combinations and mutations would speed up the process. Kind of like a form of computerized accelerated evolution.
Machine learning approach really it's rapid evolution to some extent on there, but at the same time
This is a Zoom call recording, I can tell.
We saw that this enzyme was not very stable overall and used a machine learning type of approach to figure out which point mutations would make this enzyme more stable, and found a couple.
This BBC article / video was made 3 years ago. It is actually very common in biotech nowadays. Most AI gets a lot of hate, and rightfully so, for other applications. But one place where it's really revolutionized and helped out a lot is in biotech research. Like us finding new proteins and enzymes to cure diseases and handle all sorts of things have been mainly influenced by AI models predicting different types of chemical reactions and protein foldings. It's actually really new, very promising thing. And you will probably see within the next 10 years, a huge surge of new medications. you probably don't, you haven't experienced it yet because it takes a while for it to hit the consumer market. There's a lot of regulations and laws in place to make sure people are safe, but a bunch of new drugs are coming out right now because we have a 100, maybe even 1,000 times increase in the capability of new medicine research. It's actually really exciting. So I know there's a lot of doomer things out right now, but because of how we've changed biotech research, there's going to be a bunch of new meds that are coming out for diseases that had no solutions before.
With mutations that really both increased the stability significantly, but then also gave rise to a significant increase in the activity of this enzyme on plastic.
This cutting-edge technology opens up a whole new frontier of scientific possibility, and the team aren't done yet.
Thinking about trying to...
Oh, someone's saying, I wish people knew about AI models and Gen AIs are different. Cool science is helping a lot. Okay, how do I describe this? It's actually more complicated than that, Augie. It's the use of AI that AI is a very generic tool. Like the tool itself is ambivalent. It has no like moral leaning. It's how people use it. The protein folding predictive models and stuff like that, some of them are actually generative. Generative AI just refers to using existing data to generate new things that are based like it. And the diffusion models that are used to make AI art, for example, are actually the same models that are used to predict new protein structures or even do things like pathfinding for robots. They are literally I kid you not, they're the same diffusion AI models. The math is exactly the same. And the reason why some are more moral than others is because of how people train the data, right? I think we all agree that if someone steals another artist's art, like if you steal artists' works and then you train an AI model off of them and then use it to create art in their style, that is theft. Everyone agrees with that, okay? Most people understand that's pretty bad. But when you take a bunch of pre-existing protein data or like cancer cures and you use that to generate new cures for cancer, no one's really upset about that. We think that's a unanimously good thing. So the math for both of those is the same. It's just how you get consent and what your intentions are with it. So a lot, it's so it's morally gray because despite how bad it is, the huge investments in AI from big tech companies have moved other fields forward. Like 5 years ago, we didn't have this technology that exists now for drug discovery. And I'm glad that it exists, but I also wish that the way we went about it was a little more just for the people who provided that original training data. Like the same base model, but that makes sense. Like the same base model, but the training has been put on different paths. Yeah. I would say model is the wrong word to use. It's more like the same algorithm. It's the same core algorithm. If you're interested, they're called diffusion flow models. I could explain it now, but it's basically oh man, no, I won't. I'll save it for another day. But they're called diffusion models. If you're curious, you create something new by introducing noise is like the general algorithmic step. It's pretty interesting when you like look at the math for these things. Okay, let me finish this. So we're almost done.
To clean up plastic that's actually in the environment. Those applications don't have the benefit of being able to control the temperature and pH very well. So having an enzyme that ultimately is flexible enough to work in a variety of different conditions is extremely valuable.
Once PET plastic is broken down into its component parts, terephthalic acid and ethylene glycol, it can then be recycled into new plastic. But it doesn't necessarily have to be plastic. In theory, it could be used to make something better. Like this. Well, sort of. Because a team of scientists in Edinburgh have found a way to turn plastic into vanillin. That's the central ingredient in vanilla. And they did it using E. coli. Sounds so delicious.
Weird. For me, and for anyone who's thinking about a nice vanilla ice cream, what
What are we not understanding about that?
We get asked this question a lot. Yes, I mean, it's chemically identical.
Okay, forgive me if the next part ruins vanilla for you.
So vanillin is a compound that's derived from oil that we pump out of the ground. It's the same feedstock that we use to make petrol that we use in our cars. So we, in essence, took one of those enzymes that had been reported to do the initial depolymerization, and then took the mixture of terephthalic acid and ethylene glycol that you get from that and simply just fed it to our E. coli. But the way that I think about it is, yes, this compound is coming from plastic waste, and yes, it's coming from a bacteria. But I think we as a society are okay with eating food that has oil in it, the vanillin derived from oil. So why wouldn't we be okay with having a bacterium produce that?
I think
for
most
us?
People
These guys aren't really trying to sell you
food
vanilla ice cream. They're more interested in upcycling recycled plastic.
There's recycling plastics into more plastics, and then there's upcycling plastics into other compounds. The issues at the moment currently with that approach is that when you subsequently recycle plastic into other plastics, the value of that plastic and the quality of that plastic actually diminishes. So you enter into this downcycling approach that does solve the problem in the short term, but it ultimately generates the same waste. What we think is quite interesting about upcycling plastic is you re-enter that carbon back into the chemicals economy as something that's higher value.
And then you poop it up.
Vanillin is not the only product that we can make from PET plastic. The molecules that you get when you depolymerize PET are actually intermediates en route to a huge number of industrial products that we rely on nowadays. One of the most interesting ones that we're focusing on right now is pharmaceutical intermediates. You can take PET plastic waste and turn it into pharmaceutical compounds. So taking something that's actually damaging the environment and turn it into a source of human medicine. So medication.
I think this is optimistic. I see. Okay. One of these things is like, I look at researchers like this who I think they're working on really cool stuff. I love the mealworms things and maybe different enzymes that we can use to recycle plastics, but the technology is still far away. Maybe it will come. Who knows? It would be awesome. But we're not quite there yet. But for those of you who are like, oh, it's completely doom and gloom, there are people who are working and researching to figure this out. And as the general public becomes more aware of the harms of using a bunch of consumables, there's increasing amount of pressure for them to discover a good solution for this as well. So it's very doable. All right. Okay. Whew. I rage bait in a game, and then we went, man, you know what? Watching dystopian plastic videos after learning about trees actually made me feel bad for the trees. At first, I hated trees for the first half of the stream, but now I feel bad for them again. And now I'm like somewhere back in the middle. Now I'm somewhere back in the middle. You know what? Before I was like, we should deforest Amazon. Nowadays, I'm like, okay, we're kind of mean to the trees. We're kind of being a little naughty. So, okay, fine. I guess you can live, trees. All right, I guess I'll leave you. All right. Big stretch. All right. I will stream on Thursday. I need to schedule the stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I do have plans for a Thursday stream. I'll figure it out later. So no stream tomorrow, and yeah. Okay, let me pull you guys right here. Boom. Hello, hi. And then I can put on the music like this. Yes. Oh, wait. Am I in the corner here? Can you see me? Oh my god. You can see me. Hello. Hi. Why am I still here? Hello. What the heck? Hello. I'm so tired. Go get some rest. It's okay. It's okay. You can sleep. You can let me put that running animation away. Yeah, you can rest. I gotta go rest too. I'm gonna go take a break. Thank you for hanging out streaming with me today. Thank you for hanging out with me and yapping about some plastics and playing some Rage. Oh my god. That was goodbye. See ya. Goodbye. All right, we can go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, y'all. Thanks for yapping with me. Thanks for good night. Good night, Juan. Good night, Alexu. Good night, Ashley. Yeah, thank you. Don't forget to add emotes. Don't worry, I will.
Gives the trees weapons.
I will add the emotes. Thank you so much thank you again for the membership. I'll add some videos too. I'm pretty excited for it. And thank you. Carl, bye. Take care. Bye, y'all. Bye. Good night. Take care. Hooray. Okay, ending. Goodbye. Okay, I ended on